I begin to.
Let me take this time out to say good evening to everyone and thank you so much for joining us again inside of the Couples Corner. This is our special edition called
Pillow Talk.
Pillow Talk. And this is going to be episode
15.
Episode 15. This means that this evening we are about to interview our 15 couples since our inception or since we started this edition, and just 3 more to go before we close out episode 1. Who will it be this evening, and what is it that they're bringing? What is it that they're coming to share this evening? Using the time out to say good evening to all those who are joining. Good evening to you, Lady Shade Bent. Good evening to you, Faith Connection. All right, if you're just joining us and you're not on screen, you can go ahead and let us know that you are here so we can shout you out. And in the meantime, may we ask you one little bit of favor that costs you £0, $0, 0 Canadian dollars, 0 Jamaican dollar. Doesn't matter where you are, it's just 0. It's just nothing. We're going to invite you to go ahead and share this program. Go ahead and share. So if you're joining us on Facebook, we're asking you to go ahead and share this on your page. Invite somebody. Let them know that this is their favorite Sunday afternoon program called Pillow Talk. In this program is where we plan to talk up, investigate, share, and talk with everyone that is on this platform. All right, and you get to come and meet a brand new couple each time and hear what's going on. Good evening to you, Lady Andrea Olness. How are you doing? It's so good to see you, Lady Camille Buford. Good evening to you. Good evening. I got Sasha Gay Dawson in the building. Sasha Gay Dawson, good evening to you. Yeah, man, let's go and share the program. Yeah, man, me I do just that, I'm sharing the program, just that. All right, and so while we do that, I feel like going. What do you think I should do? 2000s, 70s, 60s, 80s, 90s. What do you think we should have?
Oldies.
Yes, I go oldies. All right. So this evening we're about to touch down nicely. Good evening to you, my brother Omar Chambers. How are you doing, sir? Good evening. Go ahead and share and invite the program to come on. Invite persons to the program. Say what? Special in. All right, so we are here. Black roses in our garden. Of course, it's good to see. Thank you very much. Encourage me. Big up yourself. What do you mean, big up yourself? All right, so we're getting ready to invite our special guest in the house. Say it's Sunday evening and persons just are rolling in, you know what I mean? So, we have to kind of cool down the thing. But our guest is here. We're ready to get right into the start. Hold on there. I mean, Lady Andrea, just let them know. Yeah, money talk. It's inside of Pillow Talk, all right? It's money talk in the right over in here. All right, so any request you make, say, yeah. Cha-ching, ching. All right, so it's good to be here. We have a very special couple in the building. And, I won't even tell you who they're related to until they get on screen. And then you will have that opportunity to share with us who you think they are related to. But in the meantime, I am going to ask Sir to just have a tune ready when we have a bus for the entrance. You know how we do it. The men get a chance to choose the tune for the evening. All right, so good evening to you, Lady Paula Hartney Key, the right in the place.
Watch out, she put up the kitchen. Come in.
Hey, let me know a little bit there. But let's use this time to let you know that on December 17 to 20, we will be having what is called Match and Attach. And this is couples and singles talk. Yeah, man, you want to be a part of that program. Because once you come on over here, you never know what may happen. Only persons come, relationships start. What? Facebook, Messenger, restaurant, church. Shop. Some people are true, them are preach.
Sing.
Some are because they must sing. Some is because they happen to be working at the same place at an appointed time. We don't know what is going to be the reality for you. But here, we're inviting you to come on out. We'll put in the link in the comment section in a little while from now. And you can go ahead and, of course, hit that, of course, you can hit that, completion of that form, and you will hear more about that as we go through the program. I want to take this time to big up Lady Jacqueline Brown. She is the sponsor of this evening's program, so I know it's a gift there at the building. Yes. So I need to stay on tune so that you can be a part and have a chance to step up in our life with one of the gifts, courtesy of Jacqueline Brown. So next upcoming will be our guest.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. There's no one else to do. That's how I spend my life with you.
All right, good evening. All right, so it's good to have in the building Lady and Sir Mattis. How are you doing?
We're good.
You are good. No look like I'm in a little relaxation. And I'm going to entrust Mr. Mattis to do something about that. Mr. Mattis, we need to have the tune ready because we just don't like our Lady Mattis just sound, you see. So we're going to ask, for just give me a tune what you think is her favorite tune. And I just want you to give us one of them nice little rock and relaxation there so we can get right into the business. So while you're going and looking for that, you can let us know when you find that, of course, and we're ready to bust the tune for you. After all, this is your evening. This is the evening you get to sit on that very special chair across from us and respond to our interrogation.
Bye. Oh, could do perfect. I found the love.
I found the love. All right. I mean, I want the people them know so the man them know tune, Found the perfect love. Do you have a response, Lady Wallace, Lady Mattis? Do you have a response after such a song selection? I just want to check if you have a response.
What kind of response?
Well, I don't even know. I'm going to leave it up.
I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. There's no one else to do. That's how I spend my life with you.
All right. So now have you come up with a response?
I think so.
Oh, you come up with a response. All right. So let me allow you now to go ahead and grace your tongue with the response. And to those who are joining, I hear she's speaking. And merci, I'll start a request. Me not getting involved. I'm not telling you.
Seal it with a kiss.
So I am going to just sit over here and just allow you to make your response, and the audience was a mark. So, well, I'm going to leave it now. But in the meantime, while we find that one, I'm going to replay the same tune there and allow the response. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the response.
Shares my dreams.
No. Lady Mattis, you come to Pillow Talk one time and just take them just like that.
We're done. Knock out everybody for 6. Do it again.
Why? Lady Mattis. After you have won every competition, there must be a final release, just to seal and to cement. So boy, no, I was ready for that that judgment. So I'll
look at this one. Replay for further evaluation.
So we will do one last time. We will turn it over to Sir and Lady Mattis, and we'll watch Lady Mattis with that response. And watch it. Slow and easy, but dangerous. Shall proceed, Lady Paula. Lady Paula, now is the time we call you back to action. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have with us, of course, Lady and Sir Mattis in the building. It's a pleasure to have them in episode 15 of season 1. All right, and it's good to have them here. So we are going to have those frank and open conversation. And you notice, Lady Mattis just turn the thing up a little bit. So we're going to hear a little bit of the conversation as it relates to them. We want to know how comes, how did they come together? That's the first thing we want to find out. And of course, the kind of song that was chosen, We Were Just Kids. I don't know if that have anything to do with their history. But the best person to talk to us about their relationship is going to be that of Sir and Lady Mattis. So this time we're going to just relax and just ask the question. How did you both meet each other?
All right, so good evening, everyone. Mr. Mattis. All right, so as the song said, it was when we were younger. I think I was just leaving primary school and she was in primary school. So I was a friend of the family. Normally I would go over there and play with her brother, Leroy. So gradually while we were playing, my eyes caught Laurel and my cousin came to me and said, "Yo, you like her?" Which is my cousin David, and I said, "Yeah, I like her." And him say, "Yo," and I tell her, I say, "I like her." And me, I said, "No, man, everything good." And he pushed the issue. And he told her that I liked her. And from then till now, which is about 18 years. Yeah, it's been a while. Couple years now. Yeah, so from then till now we have been girlfriend and boyfriend till we became husband and wife.
Hold on, people. I wasn't ready for this one. So let's backtrack a little bit. Here, you see them something here. When you see some little boy, I come run up by your yard, Especially when you have young ladies. Watch out. It's interesting, It's very much interesting. You know what? That's why Mr. Brown did come out with a padlock.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, me turn up a one gentleman house who I will only call Mr. Brown.
Lock the gate.
And you know, me did just a whole of one small reason. That's all that I was doing. One small little conversation that we were having, And the man just turn up at the shop and come look. My daughter, y'all look, man. Just come. And then we get the proper drawn up in your ear. Hey, have you ever heard the story of the farmer and the pig? And he said, "Which story that, sir?" Good question. Let me tell you what's going on. There was a farmer who had some pigs. And every day the farmer wanted the pigs stay in, stop, break down the pen, stop, come out, stop, violate the order. But the pig wouldn't learn.
Yeah.
And one day the farmer get mad
Take up him
and
padlock.
took a padlock.
Connect.
Then him just hold up the padlock in my hand. I just asked, what you think him do with the padlock? Me, him lick him, sir. Lick him.
Kill him.
Him kill him. Then the question was turned to me. I am the farmer. Who do you think is the pig? Well on. So, Sir Principal.
Hold on. Andrea said, did he not fix the glasses? He fixed it well like a pigeon.
Oh, yeah, man, in my valley cutting, I saw the glass and also. But for that conversation. So, we're hearing a conversation, a relationship that start out from as early, that sound like about primary school.
Primary school was 10.
Was 10-year-old? No, sir.
No, sir.
I never got to talk to me.
11 actually. 11.
11-year-old.
Yes. Well, for me, I was 11.
Oh, now I've got to talk to me some more about that. Because normally we hear that them little thing they don't last. And them little thing they break off and and just forget about. So me want to know, Sir Mattis, you say just get up and just tell her you like her, just like that without even thinking about the consequence.
It was my cousin because I was a bit shy, so I wasn't that brave to say, Laurel, I like her. So he was the one that actually orchestrated the whole thing and said, all right, I gotta tell her, and yeah, from there.
Mind you, the relationship was not always, the little boyfriend and girlfriend squad by you break up and stuff like that. So it wasn't a straight all these years. It has been break up and break and together, break up and together. So yeah.
Hold on.
Little teenager stuff, little teenager stuff, arguments and whatever, you just decide to go take a break. Yeah, that was it. Until we matured.
So, Sir Mattis, you never afraid of principal. You just get up and go tell principal data
They send the cousin.
in a primary school. Yes.
Yeah, there was fear, a lot of fear, because Ella is basically an upstanding person in the community, so everybody respect. Yeah, so there was fear there, but I guess at that time the light that I had was probably greater than the fear.
Oh, so the like was greater than the fear. Understand that?
When you're young, you don't really think about the consequences of your action. Sometimes you just go ahead and do it. So I guess that was the reason.
So what was her immediate response? Because it's a long time ago. I don't even know if you can remember. What did she say? Come on, man. And this is a cream of the crop, preacher's kid, in a community, How did she respond to that? How did she respond when she hear you talk about like?
I guess she'll be the best one to answer that one.
The truth is, I was not interested, put it that way. At first, when his cousin came to me and said, he liked me, I never did really interested. But I guess after a while, when I realized that, it was persistent, I kind of, gave the idea thought.
So talk to us about that persistence now, because we feel like some little bit of the story at you know. Tell me about the persistence, because we know Valentine's Day people are get chocolate and rose. Talk to us about the persistence you talk about.
So as he was saying, he would come over and play with Leral. Sorry. Yes, he would come over and play, and you know, probably one and two conversation, or he would say hi to me or whatever. And I guess eventually it moved from hi to us actually talking, and I guess he would say get to know each other as young as we were. Yeah, there isn't any depth to it. It's just us getting to know each other as little children or as young people. Yeah.
So you mentioned that you had some challenges back in you mentioned you had some little challenges as this relationship began to blossom. And we would understand why we would have challenges at the onset. Of course, you were two young people, nothing about relationship and all this kind of stuff. But can you remember one of those incidents and just tell me what was your reaction, and then how did you come back to some level of resolution?
Honestly, I can't remember because they were like petty stuff. I can't remember, but I can give you the most recent one. I think it was the year before we got engaged or got married. So a word came, and I guess I interpreted the word wrong. A word came for me that I'm supposed to marry a minister or some big person in the church or whatever. And in the word, or while the person was giving me the word, I was thinking that it can't be Sean because Sean is just a regular church brother. So after that word came, I made a decision to, end it because based on that word, it wasn't reflecting him or our relationship. So, we made an agreement that we would go our separate ways. Even though we made our decision to go our separate ways, eventually it's like there was just a coming back together. And it's as if there wasn't even a break. So yeah, that is what the most recent one that I can remember. Yeah.
You know, the question I would want to ask them one is that from primary school coming up, of course, they have the on and off, on and off. People fall in love and people fall out of love, especially when you're young and all of that. What is it that was so special about what you both what you both had that kept you coming back? What was that thing that you saw in each other that kept you, to this point?
All right. So for me, honestly, I would say he's the demonstration of his love. The simple things that he would have done, it resonated in my heart. So even the little fruits that he would carry, because eventually, well, while we were in a relationship, because he's 3 years older than me, so even if I would be in high school, probably he would have already started working based on the age gap. So even during those times, the little stuff that he would do for me, he would buy, little tokens, fruits, the regular KFC and Burger King for a weekend. And he would write, I don't know if it's poems, was it poems or little, he would write little things to me. So that was what really stood out for me. Yeah, it would reaffirm me basically.
So Sir was getting it right from day one. I want to talk to the man them on the platform. You must learn to invest and invest properly.
Yeah.
Listen, you must know when something can give you a great return, a big return, and you must be committed to invest. It's them little chocolate there, them little love note and love letter. I wonder if Sir remember any one of them love lyrics there. Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know if him remember none of them lyrics there that he can remind us. I one of them
probably can do a refresher.
Yeah, do a refresher because since this did start too early and we never get to be a part of it. And you are inside a couple's corner. Well, you know what? You have to go tell with some of them. You have to go tell. As a matter of fact, you know, because it did start so early and we never get to be a part of it and we want to be a part of it, right? But I like you just look at Lauren, you know, and just drop 2 lyrics. Yeah, just say something. Say something. Yeah. Yeah.
Him lyrics them dry up now.
Way to put me on the spot. I don't work well in the spotlight. I have to. Alright, roses are red, violets are blue. Your eyes are black.
So are you.
And I love you. I've not done it in a while, so yeah. But a question was asked.
Yeah.
Why has it lasted so long? For me, it's basically from the onset, my envisionment of my future is having a wife, children, house, all of that. I'm not necessarily the person who thinks about a bag of woman, but settling down even from a younger age. While me and my friends were talking when we were young, that was the aim, to settle down. And I saw growing up, coming up, I saw the things that are the characteristics that I want in a wife.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. On hear the lyrics that come out of on hear the lyrics that come out of Sir Mattis. Sir Mattis. You think me watch now, man? Watch
I want them.
Yeah.
What would I say? What that going with? What on the man? Let me pull that up again. You know?
I want them.
Yeah.
We're still inside the couple's corner this evening. Big up on yourself. A big man lyrics around here. All right, so good. If you just join us inside the couple's corner, you know, just remember what I go on, you know. And Lady Crystal make a request.
Not even a kiss.
Oh Lord. Come, Lady Mattis. Him go on good. Give him a little ticky. Him go on good, Lady Mattis. Chow. Him go on good, Lady Mattis. Chow, man. Him go on good. All right, good. Thank you very much. So now we're going to go on into another segment. So when did this relationship, actually, you decide that this is serious? And just before you respond to that question, the man get boss. Leave Lady Mattis alone in Jesus' name.
Sure.
And don't let me call Elder. Chow. Let's go on. Now, Lady Mattis, you made mention of a very important event that transpired of receiving a word, no doubt a prophetic word. And when the interpretation of it came, it didn't line up with sir, and you were ready to call it quit. And as I listened to that part, I took note of it because I am wondering the amount of people who either of two things, they have entered into a relationship because of a prophetic word, or they have left a relationship because of a prophetic word. And I just want to advocate on this platform that there's always the need for a second advice. There, in every move that you're going to make, there's always the need for verification. Yes, and sometimes the verification must come from some practical people, some real people in your life. Yeah, and sometimes you need to lay out those truths. And what I'm hearing, as you share, Lady Mattis, is that you are saying that when you look at all the things that he would do for you, when you look at his heart for you, it causes you to reconsider. And sometimes people are going to have to understand. I'm talking to persons now, whether in relationship or going into relationship. And there are going to be times that you're going to have to assess what really matters. Yeah, you're going to have to look at those values, those core values, and check to see if the person is meeting those core values. Very, very important if we're going to have a relationship. All right, so let me just go ahead now and just ask you, when did you know that this relationship was serious and here? You know, after this thing, we're going to pursue. We're going to have a relationship. Talk to me.
All right, so before I answer that question, as it relates to the prophecy, I guess what I was doing, I was looking at the now. At the time, I was looking at where he was in terms of spiritually and his responsibility in church. But the truth is, the prophecy actually it line up because he's a minister. He's a minister of the word, and he has a position in the church. So it's not that it never lined up. It's just that I was looking at the present at that time. All right, so what was the question again? How did we? Oh, when I know it was.
Serious.
All right, so there was another word. I think we went to one of our sister church, and there was a particular minister who was speaking, and I think he was speaking to Sean. Are you listening to? Yeah. No, man, not there. Oh, yeah, and then he. Yeah, so basically, a word came that, you know, we are to get married, or both of us. Even though words came, we actually knew it because, I mean, we grew up together and we had a love for each other, and basically we could see it going there. So even though persons were confirming around us, we knew that we were going to end up together. Well, legally, that way.
So a word came as an affirmation that it was time for you to start the relationship and make it official. So my question, was there one of them engagement that become know, so when people come from a more formal Christian background, and I just talk about my wife and myself, you know, as I get ready to hear yours, you know. Me take up myself, you know, Sir Mattis, and go propose to girl, you know. Yeah. Create all excitement, and girl come ask me, so who's going to tell my parents? And me just tell them, so you would just wear the ring go. They will know.
He's a trading man.
You know, I wasn't so polished. And I didn't go the route of sitting down with father first. Don't follow my example, you see, gentlemen were listening on us.
They had to learn.
But I went ahead and bust my engagement and, well, bust my proposal. And the only thing I know, I get a phone call and say, very good move, wonderful thing, good thing in mind, but it is null and void. It has to be done appropriately. You know, and I know say a pastor data and a pastor one data. You have to do something more about that. We are going to do it properly. So me want to find out if there was a call for thee to do it in what is called, quote unquote, properly.
All right. So knowing Eloise, I would not have gotten away with it like that. I would not have gotten away with just proposing and he not knowing. So I think the proposal are it was about in 3 years in the making. I was very no, that was nerve-wracking in terms of fearful and wondering if and all of that because I didn't know where the state of mind was in terms of or how he perceived me if I was worthy enough to marry his daughter. So while persons were saying go to him, I was basically looking for the right time. So I won't go to him when he was angry or when he was tired, or I had to wait for the right moment when we know say I'm happy and so yeah, so I planned it and um I went and I sit with my mommy Wallace and Pops Wallace and I spoke with him and it was a yes. He said that yes, and he was I don't remember the exact word, but he was saying that he was very proud that when I came to him and not do it behind his back. So yeah. So that's how it went and the proposal now was like a year 1 year of planning, but the time was not basically it wasn't right. So we didn't get a right time to do it. So I said, all right, we're having convention. And the last night of convention, I said, all right, I'm going to do it in front of everybody. Now, this was not what she wanted. She didn't want
No, it's not a matter of this is not what I want. I don't like the church proposal business. You know why? Because I think that it is something very intimate and it's persons who are close to me supposed to be there. So I told him beforehand, before you understand?
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
it's funny that you said the pastor would have preached good. The same pastor that preached that service was the same pastor that did our marriage service, marriage ceremony. He's the officiating pastor for a wedding.
And Mommy Miriam about to know. Mommy Miriam. Lord have mercy. I'm trying. Right now I'm living in imagination. Honey. Convention, the offering collect. Preacher get ready and rewind when I'm gonna preach. Say.
Bam.
And then extras given. In terms of marriage. I wonder if this sermon was about marriage that I wonder if the sermon was, young men, you need to do it right. Look at how Mr. Mattis have done it. He got on his knees. He's honest, a man of integrity.
Public declaration.
Public declaration and affirmation. Ladies, hold your standard.
Why?
So, Lady Larry, when you said yes, tell me how the seat did feel all of the day, man, because you know you're out between opinions, because this is not where I wanted it. I want this, but not here enough. No, you must have become the center of attraction. Just tell me about all them girls that were just a go so.
Right. So after everything, you know that the preacher was going to come on, so everybody had to listen to the church over. So everybody wanted to come and see the ring. But the truth is, even though I said yes and everything, I was kind of vexed inside because because as I said, I never wanted a church proposal, but I kind of calmed down after a while. I kind of start behaving myself, I never went or whatever, but I was a bit annoyed. But I was happy at the same time. So I was both, put it that way.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you must know, I tell you, women can multitask. They can think with two sides of the brain. Not only that, they can have one side of feelings equal on the other side of the brain. Mix emotion. They can be happy and sad at the same time. Happy and perplexed at the same time. Happy and annoyed at the same time. Well, no, no good. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us, we are listening. We're listening to Sir
Mr and Mrs Mattis.
Mr and Mrs Mattis this evening, and they're sharing the story. And just in case you have missed the intro, they started out as kids. Primary school. Things can work out. Things can work out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, things can work out. Yeah, first love still work. And they don't always break off. And this one came into the farm and is now matriculated into a marriage. So him spoil up the proposal. Because him go do it at convention.
Yeah.
All right, so I talk about wedding now. I must get it right at the wedding. I must get it right at the wedding. So when the wedding was being put together, we know that wedding persons plan and they work really hard to put a wedding together and put things back together. But we know something always go wrong with wedding. I mean, I try to find out, and I hope, may I vote for Sean. I know Sean get it wrong this time. No, me sure I know Mr. Mattis get it wrong this time. So I'm going to hear on wedding day, is there anything at all that never go as planned, never work out?
Actually, yes, because I think the rain was falling on that day, and the venue for reception was actually outside, so we had to shift the location. Well, it's not. It was the same property, but we had to change where we would have had it. So that was kind of a disappointing because we wanted the view, the backdrop, because behind us you would have been able to see over the city of Kingston and all of those nice